A wooden clock might give you a knot.
Yeah, or a splinter even.
So I guess Pinocchio ain't getting any clock.
Pinocchio or Pinocchio?
Pinocchio. You think he's got a knot in his clock?
Well, I'd have to say Pinocchio probably doesn't get his clock sucked very often.
Is that why it
Tick-tock,
grows?
the big clock. How's that go? Tick-tock, Keith would have to say it.
But do you think if your clock was made of wood, wood does swell up?
Well, if it's wet.
Well, if you're getting your clock sucked, I guess it would swell up.
Yeah, see, these wrist clocks that I put in my mouth, they don't change size at all. But that's a neat concept to think that you could put a little clock in your mouth and it would become big. You could make some money that way. You know, I've had $15,000, $20,000 Rolexes in my mouth. If I could suck those and they'd get bigger, they'd be worth more.
What I'm afraid of is
So do you
sucking
think
on
maybe
a balsa
somebody might
wood
have
clock.
sucked on Big
you know,
Ben,
you
and
suck
that's
that
what
long
happened?
enough, that wood will expand to the point where you're going to have a tough time extracting it.
So what about that clock, Big Ben?
This is a Canadian free zone. Canadian free zone.
I think the bottom line here is there's still a lot to be learned about clock sucking.
Well, it's fairly new.
You're going to have to find somebody who can take that.
So do you think Big Ben will ever get sucked?
Never.
Wrong type of clock?
Take a big mouth.
Unless King Kong comes to visit.
You know, I'm thinking about having a T-shirt made for the professor that, says something about like Fred sucks clock or something.
Yeah,
So
well,
do you
if
think
get
if
them
you had
made,
two
give me
hands in
one
your
and,
clock, you'd be all right?
double X, and I'll pay you for it when you come down. But that sounds good. Fred sucks clock.
You want to be careful, Keith. He's a lawyer.
Oh, my God.
Well, do they have legal timepieces that he puts in his mouth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe he's the only Fred that ever lived. I don't know. It'd be hard to say.
You guys are deadly.
Hey, do you need two hands on that clock?
Yeah.
Hey, Warren,
Yeah.
there actually is a definition for clock sucking on the internet.
Is there really? What's it say?
A male in a group who is least likely to take initiative and who wastes tremendous amounts of your time with no useful results due to a lack of intelligence, confidence, and common sense.
And that's a clock sucker?
That's correct.
Fred.
Roger. I resemble that.
An example. Andrew A. is a clock-sucking omega male.
K1DPM.
Two hands on my clock.
KB1 PDZ.
Katie, what's what?
W1DD.
VHRLG.
Kilowatt Delta, #1 Zulu Yankee.
N1LKP in the mobile.
It's going to go to
KD1Z. Why?
And 1FT. K1DPM.
So if somebody decides to send you an OO card, you can just send them the definition of clock sucking.
Yeah, that would work. K1DPM.
I got both hands on my clock.
Oh, you wait 1, 2.
Nothing wrong with that, Eric.
No, it's your clock. You can do what you want with it.
It's a timeless piece.
Wow, did you come up with that all by yourself?
No.
You had help?
Yes.
All right.
Somebody in here earlier was calling himself Old Leather Clock.
Eric?
That's another thing. I've never seen a leather clock. Have you?
Eric, is your clock shrinking right now?
Well, after Keith threw me out of rhythm, yes.
Do you, Eric, do you have a big black clock?
No.
How's your battery in that clock? Is it full?
Oh, it's full.
Has your battery in your clock been discharged lately? Because we all know a good battery needs to be discharged, whether it's in a clock or a cell phone.
No, I don't have a dry cell.
Do you have like a deep wet cell?
Very deep wet cell.
Is it a gel cell?
Did you copy Dud there, Eric?
What's that?
He asked you a question.
He did?
Yeah, is it a gel cell?
It's a gel cell. When it gets all backed up, it becomes a gel cell. Hey, by the way, if I make it to the Ham Fest, is